All right, so let's talk about the appraisal. If you're paying cash for your home, then in that scenario, an appraisal will not have to be done on your home. So this step would be skipped in the home buying process if you are paying cash. But if you're financing the home, which most people, when they're buying a home, are going to have to finance that home, the bank is going to require an appraisal to be done on that home. So a professional appraiser will be scheduled to go out to the home and actually appraise the home. So they'll go into that home, they'll look at the style of the home, they'll look at the finishes, square footage, and they'll do a complete assessment of that home. And then what they do is they're going to compare that to comparable properties in the kind of the local area that have sold recently in that area. All right. And based upon what they observe at your home and then comparing it to these comparable properties, they will come up with an appraisal value for your home. They will put together a complete report for this home, and then that will be sent out to you so you can see how they came up with the appraised value. And there's really two outcomes to that. You've got the sale price of your home, and if the appraisal comes back higher than the decided upon sale price of the home, then you're good to go. It's fantastic, right? You're looking at buying this home. Let's say it was for $400,000 and the appraisal comes back at $425,000. Well, gosh, that's a fantastic news, because then from day one, when you walk into that home, you've already made money on the home, essentially, because it's appraising for a higher value than what you're paying for it. So unfortunately, the opposite can happen though too. And in that scenario, your appraisal could come in below what the sale price is, or decided upon sales price of that home. So now you've got let's say a sales price at 400, and your appraisal's coming in at $390,000 based upon the comparables in that surrounding neighborhood. So now you've got what's called an appraisal gap. And in that scenario, as the buyer, you may need to, or not may need to, but you will have the choice of, you have to basically come up with $10,000 to bridge that gap. Or you could also go back to the sellers and negotiate with them to either ask them to drop the price, or maybe meet you in the middle to really move forward with the sale of the home. Unfortunately, in this scenario, if you can't come to it, if you don't have the cash to make up that gap, or if the sellers aren't willing to work with you, the deal could fall apart. But hopefully that's not the case, and you can come to an agreement. And even better than that, hopefully when the appraisal comes in, it's going to be higher than agreed upon sales amount. So there you have it. There's the appraisal step of the home buying process.